So you are given a two integers, says nums1 and nums2 we have given, and we have to write an integer of nums1 and num2 in the order they are given on the two separate lines, right? Horizontal separate lines we have given, right? As you can see. So we have to draw connecting lines, a straight line connecting two numbers. So that is, number will come from what? Num of I and num of j, means the array of the element will come from array num1 and array 2, right? So condition is saying that it should be equal to, right? Both elements should be equal, and the line we draw doesn't intersect any other connecting non-horizontal line. Let's suppose if this line is going like this, and if we are crossing like this, right? So this is called intersecting, right? So this is our intersect point, so it should not intersect this line, right? As you know, note that the connecting lines cannot intersect even at the endpoints, right? At the endpoint also. So each number can only belongs to the connecting lines, and return the number of by maximum number of connecting lines, right? We can draw in this way, right? Okay, so we will do the implementation, right? So when we will get the number of connecting lines, how many lines we can draw, right? Like that we will go, right? So this type of question is belongs to dynamic programming, right? DP, in which we have to you can say memorize your you can say approaches, your already solved the problem, right? Sub problem you can say, right? Like that. So this approach is better if you use you can say recursive or iterative approach, right? So in this way we are going to see the recursive approach we will see, and if you want to go with the either I will go with the iterative approach actually. Okay, so I in this program we will go to see iterative way, and let me know if you want the recursive way. Please comment me in the comment box, and do DM directly to see if you want the recursive way, because recursive way we have already explained multiple times on the ExpertFunda, right? So this time we are going with the iterative approach, right? So let's continue using this one, right? So as example we have given one. So in example 1, what we are going to do here, actually we have given, let's suppose 4, right? And another array we have 4. Okay, so if we will connect this one, so we should not use this connection 2 2, right? We can use only this 1 to 1. So this is good, this is good. But if somebody is going to connect like this, so this will do what? This will become intersection point, right? And this should not be done. So maximum line can be drawn of the connection is this. Connecting lines can be two lines can be do, but we cannot use this one. Okay, that's why output is coming 2. Okay, we'll create two variables, right? Let's suppose we are going to create two variables. Let's suppose I'll give this variable as int n. I am going to calculate the size of the first array, that is nothing but our nums1 dot length. Okay, so we can get this using this one. Okay, now right now what we will do, similarly we'll take int n2 equal to nums2 dot length. I will explain in detail. So first we'll go through this code, and then we'll do. Now we will take a memorization, right? We will take a memory, right? And we'll keep it as array, and we'll say this memory will store our all the calculated approach, right? How many lines are there? So we'll calculate and we'll store here, and this is nothing but our n plus 1, and this is our n plus 1, right? Like this. So for this n it will become what? N1, correct? And for this one it will become n2, correct? And n into n we can say, right? N into n matrix will do like this. We have to store. So this will become what? 2D, not 1D. So this is a 2D matrix memory, and we will store n plus 1, and this is nothing but our what? The length of first array, and this is the length of second array, like this. Okay, now what we have to do, we will go with the first array and we'll check the into the second array. To do that, what we have to do, we know that to iterate, what we have to do, we will make a for loop int I equal to 0, and we'll go I should be less than n1 and I plus plus, right? Now we have this one, right? I0 to n. Now what we will do, we'll create another loop, right? For, and we'll start from what? Int I equal to what? 0, sorry, not I, it should be j actually, because I we have already taken 0, right? And then what we will do, will go to j should go to what? J should less than n2 and j plus plus. So for all array 1 will go, all array of element 1 will go with the all element of second element, right? Will go. How we'll do that? Let me tell you how. First let me complete first. So what we will do now, we will add our we'll check the element, right? If both elements are same. So if nums at 1, that is I, index first element is equal to any element of j of 2, so the this is the, we are going to check, actually we are taking the first element of what, array 1, and we'll check all the element of j. If it is any of the element is equal to, right, so in that case what we will do, we'll do dp we have, right, and this is nothing but our dp, okay, dp memory. So we'll take our dp memory here and we'll store here nothing but our I, and will j will take, and we will store here what, we'll take 1, we'll initialize with 1, right, and we'll take memory at we can say memory at I and memory at j, okay, which will come, that will our answer, okay. Now in the else condition, if this is not the case, right, then what we will do, we'll take what, this value memory of I and j will become nothing but math dot max. What is max, right? So this will come from where, let's suppose this one and this one, okay. So here we'll take from what, which element, I, and this nothing but minus 1, and this will come from where, I minus 1, and this will become j. This is the formula, right? I'll tell you what is happening actually. If you have seen my previous video, you will see this theory, this we are doing this one, right? First we'll check with what, j minus 1, and then we are taking checking with I minus 1. This is the trick, okay. And finally we'll come to our where, here, and here we'll return nothing but our, you can say, our memory at what we have n1, and what we have at n2, the last element. Let me try to compile this one first, and then we will do little summary. Memory out of box coming, out of bound it is coming at line number 12. So I minus 1 ij, let me check again. Okay, so I will start from y00 is this, okay, out of index it will come, okay. So what we can do, if this is not working, then we should start with what 1, and we should go till what, less than equal to n. Similarly we'll start with 1 and less than equal to n, and in this case what we have to do, we will check with the first element. To do check with the first element, we have to do what, minus 1. What we will do, minus 1, and we also have to do, I think, minus 1, yeah. Now this is done, route, okay. Here what we have to do, we will check with what, the first index of initial origin 00. From 0 we will take this one, and this should work actually now. Working, let's submit. I will explain it, give me 1 minute. All test cases will pass. What happened? Oh, it's working. Okay, so what we are doing actually here, give me 1 second. So let's understand now this code, and we'll try to understand this one, okay. So what I'm doing here, can we go to this point, right? Let's understand what we are doing here actually, right? So when we are doing a recursion, right, let's suppose, so first if any problem is coming, right, for any problem is coming, let's suppose this is the problem, right, and we are taking two array n1 and n2, right. to solve this one, right, what we have to do, there is two way. Either we'll find what n1 minus 1 is equal to n2 minus 1, means the first element, right? So to find the first element, what we have to check, we have to check 1 plus what, solve n minus 1, but this could be n minus 2, right? So what the element will come from here, that will store what, where, this one, right, for this approach. So this will become at least one lines we have to draw, right? Similarly, if we'll talk about if it is not equal to, right, if it is equal to, then we will get one lines, right? If it is not equal to, both elements are not equal to, in which what we have to do, we have to find the max between n1 and n2 minus 1 and n1 minus 1 and n2, means these are the two sub problems, right, we have, right? And from where which one is max, right, the number of lines that is coming from here, if it is not equal to, that is become our data, right, the element, right? So from here it will come something, and from here it will come something. Which one will come max, right, that will become its answer, correct, number of lines. Similarly, it will go to its sub children like this, right? There is happening like as in this layer. Okay, we pause and see. Now coming back to here, similarly what we have to do, actually this is the matrix, right? This is the matrix we have taken for the memory, right, like this. Okay, so what we are doing for two array we have, let's suppose we have given two array like this. Okay, so what we have already here, as you can see. Okay, so we have already two array, 1 4 and 2, another is what, 1 2 4, right? So this first element will go and check with this one, it will check with this one, and this will check this one, right? That's why we have taken first for loop, right? So first for loop, we will iterate first at here, then we'll go at here, and then we will go at here. But this element should compare with what, 1 2 and 4. So we have taken another for loop for this one, right? So all element will check with each of the number of nums2. This is our num2, this is num1. So num1 element, each element will check with all its other elements of the n2. So that's why if we will find equal, we will say 1 plus and the problems, right? And this problem will get divided into sub problems similarly. Okay, and which one is come max, either there is one lines, right, it will come one lines, or it will come a max between its two subline, right? Which one will come, that will be the answer. This is answer is coming, so this will become our final answer, right? That is the same thing we are doing here. What we are doing here, this is the to loop for each element, we will go to traverse for each element, right? And why we are going to start with 1, actually, so because we are going what, I minus 1 equal to, we are checking I minus j, that is equal with the first element we will start doing checking. But here we have to do I minus 1 j minus 1, right? This is the sub problem, right? This is the sub problem. So 1 plus sub problem, that will come at the problem, right? Similarly for this problem, which one is max, right? If this is coming, this is the first part, right? This is our so you can say solve, we have to do solution, right? And we are passing what, num1 comma num2, let's suppose, just for example. So this part is coming 1 plus what, solution of what, 1 plus n1 minus, or what we can say 1 and n1 minus 1 and n2 minus 1, correct? And another part we have to take what, in the max of what, two things. The first thing is what, solution of what, we have to take n1 and then n2 minus 1, just for understanding. And this will become what, solution of n1 minus 1 comma n2, right? Which one will come, that will be maximum, right? So this part is coming what, where, this part, this is the part we have here. So this is for this part. Okay, and for this part we have already developed this part, right? 1 plus this one, 1 plus this one, and then finally which will come, that will be our answer. Okay, we are taking two for loop for all element, it will go to all element, right? So this is, we are going to n into n, and that is our time complexity. Okay, n into n, and for the space we are storing into where, in the memory, right? So the space complexity will also come here like this only. Okay, now the second part we will do dynamic programming with the space optimization, so that we will not use we will optimize with the space, right? So if you want the another part of the video, please ping me in the comment box, so I will create another part of the video. Thank you guys, thank you for watching this. If you like this video, please hit subscribe this channel so that you will get more videos like this. Thank you.